Hello everyone, my name is Iryna Makovska. I am a PhD student of the National University of Life and Environmental Sciences of Ukraine. It's a great honor for me to take part in this conference. Today I would like to talk about the influence of rabies host species on the manifestation of infection in humans in Ukraine. To begin, rabies is a dangerous zoonotic disease and an important problem in many countries all over the world. About 60,000 people die from rabies each year. That's one person every 9 minutes of every day. Most human deaths follow a bite from an infected dog. For example, in Ukraine, about 1,600 cases of rabies in animals and sporadic cases in humans are diagnosed annually. So our goal was to conduct the analysis of changes in sources and reservoirs of the rabies virus during the last 70 years, and the impact of the biological risk level, and conduct GIS analysis of the attacks for humans and spread of rabies in Ukraine. For analysis, we use the archival materials of the Ministry of Health of Ukraine and annual reports of the state regional laboratories of veterinary medicine. For GIS analysis, we used Quantum GIS 3.4.6 software. In general, during the last 70 years, about 2,000 rabies cases in humans and more than 78,000 rabies cases in animals were reported in Ukraine. It was determined that the sources of rabies virus have varied 3 times. Firstly, in the 50s, when the main reservoir of the rabies were dogs. Secondly, in the 70s, when the main reservoir were foxes. And today, when the main reservoirs are foxes and raccoon dogs, but the main sources are foxes, cats, and dogs. During the last 10 years, more than 15,000 cases of rabies in animals were reported. Among wild animals, rabies was registered mostly in foxes, among domestic in cats and dogs. We have established the dynamics and frequency of attacks on humans and found that the dogs' attacks on humans were most common, but the ratio of attacks of all animals to attacks of rabid animals among dogs was minimal. On this slide, you can see that the highest level of infection was recorded in foxes, 40%, and in raccoon dogs, 47%. Spatial geographical analysis and mapping the territory on the degree of biological threat showed that domestic carnivorous attacks were observed on the east of the country near the big industrial cities. Most of the wild carnivores were attacked in the west of the country in forested regions near the border of Poland, Belarus, and Moldova. In conclusion, Ukraine remains as the only country in Europe where rabies is spread among wild and domestic carnivores. Therefore, it is necessary to implement a new strategy and develop a holistic approach to rabies control in order to prevent the spread of rabies infection in Ukraine and abroad. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please email me. Take care of yourself.